sounds like a giant breathing. No. Or the Western tam-tam drums we write about in our compositions. No. Better yet, the sound of their father's heart as he was declared persona non grata in Kiambu. No. Correct. Almost correct. Ladies, gently, and men. This was the sound of my heart as it thudded, do, 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 threatening to break out of my feeble, innocent chest like a long compressed sneeze that had decided, no, enough is enough. My palms, ladies, gently, and men, were sweaty. They were dripping sweat. Ndi, ndi, ndi. Enough to irrigate our entire village in Kusiethuku sub-location. Hey, my stomach, out of nowhere, started roaring. Roar, roar, roar. Hey, at first, I thought it was our neighbor Wafula's posho mill. Then I remembered it was shut down last week after his friends visited and ate the entire stock as they waited for lunch. Ladies, gently, and men, in case you are wondering why I am exhibiting signs of marasmus, kwashiorkor, smallpox, and other ancient malaise, wonder no more. His Mightiness, Mr. Professor, had decided to release the long-awaited results just before Christmas, and everyone in our house, yani all the two of us, were as tensed as all the chickens in our neighbor Wafula's compound, who, by the sounds they were making this past week, knew that the holidays were with us. Ladies, gently, and men, suddenly, in the blink of an eye, just like in the movies, everything began to move in slow motion. The SMS code for us to check the results ourselves was released. My sister, who was experiencing similar symptoms, keyed in the details. We both looked at each other, holding our collective breath. As if things could not get any slow motion, the phone light came on. Then came the sound of an incoming message. And out of nowhere, the weirdest thought occurred to me, that indeed, light travels faster than sound. Physics, you were right. Anyway, back to our slow motion results. My sister read the message to herself first, then turned to look at me. Still in slow motion. Ladies, gently, and men, the suspense was too much. I fainted. I regained consciousness to my sister looking down on me with an amused face that's saying, "He, yani, una tense na results hadi hata si zako, ni zangu." Ladies, gently, and men, all this tension was on behalf of my sister, and in fact, she had passed.
Hakika tumeuona Baba, mkono wako Bwana, kweli matendo yako Bwana ni makuu, na umetutoa mbali kweli, ukatushika mkono Mungu mahali uliona pekee, chini hata chini yao watu unawainua Mungu, sifa na utukufu ni zako milele.
Our parents were out of town on business, and in the spirit of celebration, allowed my sister and I to go out and celebrate. My sister called a taxi and off we went to the nearby mall where we will celebrate. Sisi how!
South C, South B, 111, 23, West D, can't get me, nah, don't need, nah, manane, baby.
We drove out of the neighborhood and after a few minutes stopped outside a flashy restaurant that didn't look like it sold the chips and chicken we wanted. I looked at my sister questioningly. I'm meeting some of my friends here to celebrate. Since we're 18, we're allowed. Will you stay in the car? Mimi, a whole Form 2 with a bright future ahead of me and all my childishness left behind in primary. Stay in the car? No way. But the only problem was I needed to look more over 18ish. Ladies, gentlemen, my sister did not pass KCSE for nothing. She had all the answers. To enhance my dashboard area, she put some paraphernalia which she got from her bag, and my boot area, she put some pads which she also got from her bag. She insisted on adding some makeup to enhance the look. Ladies, gentlemen, wacha nipakanishwe mavitu. I looked like a circus clown getting ready to perform. And after looking at myself in the mirror, I convinced myself that I looked like my auntie Wilbroda. We were ready to step out and into the club.
If Jah is standing by my side.
My sister must have been a genius because the bouncer was even convinced. He even winked at me. We got a seat outside the gazebo and ordered some drinks as we waited for my sister's friends to arrive. I ordered a Fanta Blackcurrant while my sister ordered something called a Rhino Charge.
Your best you try to harm my and I, aiming to kill, but I love you still. 'Cause you are.
But when the drinks came, they came double. We don't have that kind of money on us. But the waiter assured us that the bill was paid in full, then pointed at a table that looked like a mini men's conference. My sister looked at them, smiled, waved, and then told me to drink quickly. Ladies, gentlemen, one of the homo erectors at that mini men's conference was my CRE teacher. I seconded the idea of drinking quickly because if my CRE teacher recognized it was me, then none of us would be going to heaven. Chop a flash, my sister told me. I swallowed my Fanta and almost immediately, things started moving in slow motion again. I tried to stand up, but my legs were too weak for me. Down I went. And ladies, gentlemen, for the second time in 1 hour, I fainted. This time round, I regained consciousness in hospital alongside my sister. Apparently, the waiter had spiked our drink after being paid by that homo erectus in the mini men's conference, but the bouncer noticed and called the manager on her, who then took us to hospital and called the cops on the others. It was also discovered that I was underage, since my props that made me look over 18ish were also discovered. The nurse says that our parents are on their way, and I'm sure they will punish us until Jesus comes back. My CRE teacher and his cronies are in jail, so I'm told. So no heaven for him anytime soon. Apparently, this mchele is becoming very popular. It is being used to drag unsuspecting youths into doing activities that Uncle Zeke is protesting against. Kumbe tuliponea. My fellow under 18s, let us just go to the merry-go-rounds, the bouncing castles, or stay home and watch movies. This over 18 business is very dangerous. It is better to be grounded for a while than to be dead forever. Although our parents might banish us to Kusietuku, never to return to any town again until New Jerusalem comes. Please pray for us.